peas in a bong. Two peas in a bong. Two peas in a bong.
Two peas and a bong. Two peas and a bong. Two peas
in a bong.
All right, y'all. Two peas in a bong in the building again. It's your boy DP.
Man, mine is your boy KP. It's your boy Bong. What's good with it?
What's good? Alf in the building already.
Al Sucks and Mock Drafts was good with it. Man, I want to give a special shout out to my boy Dizzle, who wasn't able to catch the show last night. Tapped in afterwards, hit me up, said I was talking shit about CJ Stroud. So when you watch the replay on this one, we'll have another conversation. My boy Freddie, who's out in Atlanta, and he always watches the show, but he never gets to catch it live because of the 3-hour time difference.
Shout out to you, Freddie.
Yes, indeed. Man, that was an ass whooping.
Man, defense came through.
Defense, like Engineer said. Engineer was in the chat. Was in the Discord earlier.
I saw.
Yeah, man. Talking about that Texans defense carrying that Texans offense.
Man,
it was sad. It was sad for both teams because the Steelers defense did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you forced 3 turnovers and you end the game with 6 points. It's a cold-hearted business, man.
They just start gassing out a little bit later on stopping the run.
They couldn't stop the run even from the beginning, but
it progressively got better.
They gassed out later was they just gave up. Like, oh, y'all motherfuckers ain't finna do nothing.
Yeah, the run got progressively better though. They wasn't lighting it up from the jump start, but they got progressively better.
That's
Tim's Aviation in the building again. Shout out to you. Good to see you again.
That Steelers defense definitely came to play, bro.
Oh,
yeah. I respect it. But damn, Aaron Rodgers, if you didn't think it was time, let me remind you, hang him up.
You don't think he's going to come back?
Hang him up.
I'm not. Listen. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back, man.
What?
I'm trying to tell you, I won't be surprised if he comes back.
With who? With the Steelers?
Well, if Tomlin is gone, which they already talking that talk, if Tomlin is gone, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. And if that's the case, then okay, maybe not.
But if you're Tomlin,
I think Tomlin would run it back with him, man.
If you're Tomlin, why? Why though? What did you see this season that made you believe that Aaron Rodgers can get you to the promised land?
I mean, what have they been doing for the past 9 years? What did they say? It was 9 straight years with a playoff, taking a playoff L for
7.
the Steelers? Is 7? Okay.
Yeah.
7 straight.
So for me,
it's not so in other words, it's not like they regressed, right? So I don't know. I don't see him just saying he wouldn't run it back with Rodgers.
I'm saying this. If you walk into that office with the Steelers front office ownership, and they ask Mike, "What are your plans for next season?" And you start with, "I want to run it back with Aaron Rodgers." We end the conversation,
I don't think that would be the
and we
first thing
wish
he
you
says.
well.
I don't think that would be the first thing he says.
We wish you well. If Aaron Rodgers' name comes up in a conversation as,
Oh, it will. It will. It will. But look, this I think it's more along the lines of, where do you see the biggest needs? And I don't think QB is going to be the one of the first things that he says.
it's got to be.
I'm just telling you. Why would he pick him in? Why would he take him? As you always say, why would he hitch his wagon to him in the first place?
We still trying to find out, but it may be the reason why he no longer has a job. Like what you did with Aaron Rodgers,
So
I
it's just
would
so this that's about to happen was just paused for one episode.
absolutely, absolutely. I was just talking to my brother. And I told him they just delayed his firing by 1 week. Him, Jim Harbaugh, or John Harbaugh, they finna be in the same line, putting in the same resumes.
Yeesh.
Hey man,
well, I mean, I could see Tomlin. I could see Tomlin somewhere else. I remember last time you asked me, or when we were discussing it, I said, I don't know. I think he would just chill out, but I could see him going somewhere else.
And he would be a good fit for a team that lacks discipline.
Raiders.
That's too much of an overhaul.
You led with a team that lacks discipline.
But see, the Raiders, the problem with the Raiders is that it goes all the way up to ownership. So there's dysfunction across the board. He would need to go to a stable organization that has solid ownership, right? But there's a team that just lacks discipline and certain things on the field. The Raiders, that is, you got to be okay with a little bit of chaos. And I don't think, unless, hey, maybe Mike Tomlin's just been lucky enough to be saddled with the organization that is very buttoned up top to bottom. I would say Mike Tomlin will be a good fit in somewhere like the New York Giants.
Miami?
A blue blood franchise? Nah. No. Tomlin doesn't. Miami right now, you need somebody that's going to come in and try and keep this thing rolling with the offense, because you still got some skill players. McDaniels made sure that the style of play that he plays, he left you some weapons. You got Achane, you have Waddle, you still got a couple. The backup for Achane is pretty good. You got some pieces there, right? So you need somebody that's progressive, that's going to take that and kind of maybe move forward in the right direction. Mike Tomlin's too old school. And not to switch subjects, but I heard that there's a possibility that McDaniels interviews for the Cleveland job. I would welcome that.
Yeah, I can't see Tomlin going there. So
where? Cleveland?
Yeah.
I don't think he would go to any of those AFC North teams.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
But
and that would be crazy if he loses his job at 3 of the 4 AFC North teams.
Which, wow. Wow. So look, and I didn't mean to go switch back, but you said McDaniels to Cleveland. Do you think in that case, if he goes there, Shador stays in place and he would be the one?
Hell yeah.
Well, because it's that talk about whether Shador should be the guy and all that stuff.
Shador just needs a coach that believes in him. And if we go back.
You think he walks in the building and it's like, that's my guy, and
absolutely.
I'm a scheme.
Scheme
it up for him.
If he could walk into a building and make Tua his guy. Remember, Miami had an out when Tua started having the concussions. They had a chance to sneak out the back door on the Tua contract, and they and McDaniels wrapped his arms around Tua and said,
Double down.
yeah, like, nah, that's my guy.
Yeah.
I value you. You bring value to the organization. Remember what we talked about yesterday? What they did with Sam Darnold? You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking Minnesota Vikings, they got him off the street. They put him in rehab, gave him a nice shave, cleaned the dirt from under his nails, a haircut, got him a used suit, something to go interview for a new job.
Hey, did you see what Alf put in the Discord about this revenge tour that
What,
he could be?
Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
Nah.
49ers. Because he was there.
He was there, yep.
The Rams, because they put Minnesota out.
This is true. In a game where I think even in the regular season, do you remember the regular season game that he lost and they didn't? It was a roughing the passer that they didn't call that gave the ball back to the Rams. Remember, so the Rams put them out in the playoffs, but they played them in the regular season and they lost a game that would have given them the number 1 seed. And the Rams got away with a roughing the passer that they never called. Right? That's when Sam Darnold was with Minnesota that year. So, I mean, I can see it. I don't root for Sam Darnold, but it would be a good story.
He just posted it. San Fran, old team, Rams 4 interceptions this year, and they beat him last year in New England, which was the team that made him see ghosts and ruined his reputation. So,
hey, I mean, we can scheme. Hey, the NFL could scheme it up. That'd be a nice little revenge tour, But
hey, the way it looks, it appears that Houston's defense is going to carry them to that Super Bowl game.
But what I'm saying,
and then it depends on what happens there.
So what I'm saying is this: the flip side to that Houston defense carrying them to a Super Bowl is what I was telling you last night about that Houston offense. The Pittsburgh defense is not some juggernaut defense this year. They got Swiss cheesed and burnt toast by the Ravens, who weren't great, and lost to the Cleveland Browns the week before. So this is not a juggernaut on either side. The Pittsburgh Steelers were actually exactly what their record said they were, a middle-of-the-pack team. And they had C.J. Stroud befuddled, bewildered for 3 quarters.
Question, though. Well, first, we know that Pittsburgh just historically, they're gritty on defense. It's going to be a tough game playing them anyway. Yeah, that's just who they are, right? So whether they jump out on in the stats and rankings, it's going to be a tough game. Like, they played plenty of games like that this season where it's been grinded out and they end up winning, right? So I'll say that to that point. But as far as Stroud goes, I'll ask you, do you really think this is a terrible game? Do you think that he'll continue to have this bad of a game throughout the honestly throughout the remainder of this run? He'll play that like that for the rest of the show.
Hear me out. I've seen them this season. They don't look good. This is not. It's not like
I hear you, but I'm saying they overcame
absolutely
3 fumbles so he's going to have 3 fumbles. Like,
I'm not saying he'll have 3 fumbles, and on the low, that first fumble should have been an interception, but whatever, it's a turnover.
It's a turnover, right? Yeah, whatever you call it was turned over.
I'll say that New England's defense is probably just as good, if not better, than the Steelers' defense. The New England offense is miles ahead of the Pittsburgh offense.
Okay.
So it's not going to be a 6, a 6 to 7 game going into the late third quarter.
But pause, Bong.
Yeah.
The chat is speaking to the contrary of what you're saying. Brandon Hallam says, I've never seen Stroud play like that.
Okay.
Alf says Stroud had 0 fumbles all season. I don't know what the issue was today,
So he
whether it was the
should have
ball
had.
or something in his hands were off, but that doesn't happen to him.
Yes,
And
he should
Brandon
have had
Hallam says,
2
I've
picks.
watched every game.
2 picks, not 2 fumbles. So we've seen Stroud throw multiple picks. The fumble thing, it is what it is. I'm just telling you that the Brandon Hallam, if you've watched every game, tell me how the Houston Texans offense has performed overall for the season. Are they an offense that you think can lead a team or can even be a complementary offense that takes a team to the Super Bowl? Or will the Texans defense have to do, extraordinary? We're talking about 85 Bears, 2,000 Ravens. Like, they have to be historically great, and this team can make maybe 3 or 4 plays within a game to carry them to the Super Bowl.
Do you think the Texans can make 3 or 4 plays?
Correct.
Their offense.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think that the defense is going to be historically good to where the Texans offense only needs to make maybe 3 or 4 plays?
I think,
right?
I don't know how many it will take, but I think the defense is strong enough to carry them. Even against who you're saying, the Patriots, I think they're strong enough. I think they can cause some chaos. Listen, I've been saying,
Who's left?
I know we were talking, and I remember, I think you had jumped off or you were doing something at one point where we were talking about the defenses, and then you came back on. But I think we all, me, you, and KP had said it's the Seahawks, it's the Texans, and then I think after that, and even Alf and some other folks in the chat, we threw out the Broncos.
The
We
Eagles.
said the Jaguars and the Eagles. And the Eagles.
I had the Eagles. Eagles were a Super Bowl defense. Their offense was a problem, and it showed, and it reared its ugly face when you really needed them to just give me 20 points. Just give me a dub. Give me a dub. And they couldn't do it. So
I also said Woody Marks wasn't shabby, and he played well today.
I'll say this. Sorry, and that's my background.
No, it's all good.
If the Texans beat the Patriots this upcoming weekend, there's no other team between the Broncos or the Bills that can beat them. This will be their toughest matchup.
I think the Texans will win. I think the Bills will win. And then it may come down to what you've been saying, where they want to see
football.
They want to see Allen in the Super Bowl. But I do believe that the Texans will win.
Their defense is strong.
I'm saying against the Patriots, I think they're going to win.
Again, their defense is strong, and I don't. How am I trying to say this?
Andy Jimenez, shout out to you in the building.
How am I trying to say this? Let me try and say this the right way. I think the Texans defense is strong enough to win against the Patriots, but we don't know how good the Patriots are because everybody's been trying to downplay their record. Everybody's been downplaying like how good they are because of the strength of schedule, right? They won 14 games this year. It was downplayed as if, hey, they played the easiest schedule the NFL has ever made. So we don't know how good they are. Well, we're about to find out because I think they're good enough. I think they're good enough to beat the Texans as well. The Texans are good enough to beat them, but I also think the Patriots are good enough to beat the Texans.
Yeah, I think the Patriots are good. I think they have out of all the teams, what they have is it just seems like, and I said this before, they got that culture, that camaraderie where it seems like they all just get along. They like each other and they got
On
each other's
defense,
back.
for
Yeah.
sure. On defense,
So
yeah, they got
you kind of get that vibe from them, but I just think the Texans defense is just that good.
they
And on the flip side, I feel that way about Seattle. But hopefully, Seattle, the break works in their favor and not against them, where they just kind of, come out and are a little bit slow to the punch, and then find themselves trying to get back in the groove. Um, you know,
hear
this
me out. I'm not going to disparage the Texans. I can only say this. Josh McDaniels is a professional offensive coordinator. He's been doing it for a while. He's probably underrated because we only attach his name to success with Tom Brady. So, I mean, where has he ever been successful outside of Tom Brady?
who is, but I mean, I hear you saying, are you just saying the media at large is underrating
I'm saying like in
the
general, right? We've only seen him
no,
succeed.
I'm saying the Patriots, like,
I think everybody's underrating the Patriots because of their strength of schedule. I think a lot of people had the Chargers beating the Patriots.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, 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 absolutely.
Okay.
So, again, the Patriots, because of that Chargers defense, and it was a good one. The Chargers had a top 10 defense. Are they the Houston Texans? Absolutely not.
Yeah, but it's not like, if we're talking about what just happened, because
Yeah.
we are talking about the playoffs, that's all we have is, recently what's on the board. We were talking about that game yesterday. They only had 9 points in the first half.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be, if it's like that, I think in comparison to the Chargers, the Texans defense is better. So are we going to have a
That's what I
field
said.
goal here? No, but I'm saying, so are we going to have a field goal here, field goal there, and
We'll see.
then it becomes a game where it's just like they did against the Steelers. Now they make turnovers and a defensive score possibly again. I don't know. I just, if it's a close game like that, I'm going
Again,
with the
I have
Texans.
and Brandon Hallam and Alf. I see your comments and yeah, I definitely agree with Alf about the difference between Denver and New England is the way that they actually play versus the bad teams, and that's why I said if Houston beats New England, they are going to beat whoever comes out of that Denver Buffalo game. They beat the hell out of Buffalo last time around. So unless we start seeing egregious calls, things that should not be happening, crazy pass interferences, phantom calls here, holding calls, this, that, and the third, Buffalo is not built to play with Houston. Denver offensively is not built to play with Houston. There were two teams that had a chance to play with Houston to compete against Houston's defense. It was the Jaguars and the Patriots.
Yeah.
And Jaguars didn't make it. The Patriots are up next. It should be a good one. But
yeah, I got Seattle and the Texans is the way I think it should go.
We'll see.
Seattle and the Texans.
So next week this upcoming week, we have 4 games. We have on the NFC side, San Francisco versus
the Seahawks.
Then we have the Rams versus the Chicago Bears.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then on the AFC side, we have the Broncos versus the
Bills.
the Bills, and then we have the Texans versus the Patriots. So, and the funny thing, it's a weird, I guess, it's a weird situation that the teams that played on Sunday are playing on Saturday, so they're getting the short week. Like I think the 49ers have to play a Saturday game because the two one seeds that got the bye
Mm-hmm.
are playing on Sunday. So let me double check that. I
No,
thought
that's
I
that.
saw that.
It's a Saturday.
Okay. Yeah.
The
So
Seahawks and 49ers,
yeah.
and then the Bills and Broncos. Those are the two Saturday games.
So there's been talks about how those teams. My bad. Give me 1 second.
And then Brandon Hallam is actually speaking to that. The Texans have 6 days to figure out how to snap the ball. Yeah, listen, I'm just saying, and I don't know if y'all agree with me or not. I understand this wasn't the best game for Stroud. I just don't see him going out there and muffing it up that bad in the next game. Like you can't get much worse than that. And if you want to call it jitters or whatever it is, I don't know what the hell you call it. Shake that shit off and get it together for the next game. So we'll see.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I just again NFC side. I think the 49ers. You guys have done valiant work. It's hey, you guys fought the good fight, but there's no world where I can see both the Seattle offense and defense because the Seattle defense is better than the San Francisco offense right now.
Yeah.
The Seattle offense is miles ahead of the 49ers defense right now. They would have to collapse on both sides for
Yeah.
the 49ers
And
to even have a chance.
and just I mean, they say you need, a little bit of luck in the mix too. The 49ers have just been unlucky in terms of the injuries.
Yeah,
Like in Seattle was just, you know, I don't know who's dinged up or hurt. They're closer to full strength for sure. So I don't think the 49ers are going to beat them. Like I see
yeah,
Seattle it may get out of hand.
yeah. Oh yeah, that one.
It may get out of hand. If
It,
it
look, look.
if it's not, I will be
It
surprised.
should.
It should.
It should get out of hand. No, not it may. It should.
Hey,
It
I'll
should
be sur-
definitely get out of
hey,
hand.
I will be surprised if it's close.
Yeah,
If the
yeah,
49ers win that, oh wow.
yeah. I just can't see it. The same way I knew that the Eagles' defense was really good, and they would get opportunities. A lot of the two interceptions that Brock Purdy threw. I thought the Eagles' offense was bad, but they could have a couple of plays here and there, and they just couldn't make the plays down the stretch. So, um, 49ers, this, I don't have any concerns with Seattle. The biggest concern,
And even
if
Alf
you're, if
says
you're, Se-
Alf
go ahead.
says Alf says their starters are healthy on both sides.
So, the biggest concern you would have if you're a Seattle fan is Sam Darnold. And is he going to shrivel up in the moment? You get what I'm saying?
I do,
This
but I
point,
don't think so.
to this point, he hasn't proven that he will. And I think they have such a great run game that they can make it easy on them. Start the game off nice and slow, easy shit. You're not looking for JSN yet. We'll get to that at some point in time, but we can soften the San Francisco defense up with the run game, make make Sam Darnold get, feel more comfortable by the second, third quarter. Okay, man, you got the jitters out. Let's go play ball and take it home. That's
Yeah.
my thoughts.
Yeah.
San Francisco, again, too
Yeah,
depleted.
and before you go further, I think what Brandon Hallam is saying for the Texans is kind of the recipe that Seattle needs to follow. So he said that the Texans trick plays pissed him off, which I mean, what the fuck was that flea flicker all about? I don't know. But this is what I'm talking about here specifically. Just needed to run simple confidence plays and march down the field. That's exactly what you're saying. Seattle, run the ball. Give them a heavy dose of the run game.
No foolishness,
Yeah.
no trickery. When the teams that get into that trickery bag, they telling you that they can't do it straight up.
Yeah.
We can't get it done straight up and down. So,
What up, Scotty boy? Scotty boy in the building. Yep.
What up,
He's already saying Stroud was tripping today. Well, we've been talking about it. Definitely.
So let's move on. Let's hit all the games real quick for a couple minutes. We talked about the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. We talked about Seattle and the 49ers.
Bills and Broncos you want to talk about?
Let's talk Rams. Let's talk Rams and Bears.
And Bears?
Yeah.
The Bears better come out swinging. They bets to come out swinging. Don't play that shit where we gonna have a fourth quarter comeback, because I don't think you're gonna be able to do that shit against the Rams.
And I think they can afford to do it. That's what that's their claim to fame. Hey, we can spot you 21.
Nah, don't.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying.
Don't do that.
But I just, man, McVay he's intentional with what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Deal World in the building. He said 21 is wild.
21 is for the Rams, against the Rams for sure. 21 is wild. But I think McVay is coming out on a mission, and the NFL wants to. It's great to have a young startup and a great story in Chicago. Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson. It's a great story, but the NFL knows that the public wants to see a rematch of that 49ers Seattle game, winning the overtime. Remember, the Rams scored a touchdown in overtime. Seattle beat them by scoring a touchdown and going for two.
Mm-hmm.
So it was one of the great stories. It was one of the great stories in the in the NFL down the stretch. So I don't know, man. I think that the Rams are the more poised team, but if Ben Johnson can get into that bag, I'm talking about that's that big swap meat bag, the one that's made out of burlap.
Well, I mean,
in one of those bags where everything is coming out is just as is crisp. I think Caleb Williams needs to learn to throw it a little bit more touch. It's damn near like he's every time he throws the ball, it's a rocket.
The Brett Favre zip.
Yeah, he got the Brett Favre breaking fingers passes. You know what I'm saying?
Is Ben Johnson coach of the year?
Man, you can go Vrabel.
Or Vrabel.
You could go Ben Johnson. You could go. I mean, there's a lot of double-digit win teams this year, right? I'd say you could go Sean Payton. What he was able to do in his this is third year or second year with Bo Nix. You could go Seattle.
And look, Alf was gonna say it.
Oh yeah.
Mike
you can go see. Yeah, You can go Seattle. I mean, there's a lot of candidates. We'll see. But
well, I mean, the same thing you saying about Johnson getting in his bag, McVay can do the same thing. You know, it's a clash of the minds.
McVay designs the bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, and look. So I know you saw Green Bay picking on Kyle Gordon.
Yeah.
So
they absolutely.
You're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah. I mean, 6 was getting dusted and disgusted out there. So we shall see. I think the best matchups offensively are going to be coming out of the NFC, and the best matchups defensively will come out of the AFC. That Denver Broncos Buffalo Bills game is interesting.
It is. It's just Denver should win that game.
Their defense is really good.
They should win that game.
And if we're being honest, that Buffalo offense is fool's gold. We'll see. I mean,
I'm not sold.
Denver's good on all 3 levels. Front line, linebacker play, secondary play. But of all the matchups, that's probably the one I'm least looking forward to seeing.
Is the Bills and Broncos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just feels like some bullshit, right? And they're trying to run that Josh Allen play as long as they can. So I'd say my interest in rank would be the Rams versus the Bears at 1. Then you have the Texans and the Patriots at 2.
Mm-hmm.
The Seahawks and the 49ers at 3. And then mine
is actually, well,
you can give me
I would go Seahawks 49ers too.
Because I was thinking that probably from a more competitive standpoint, the Broncos and Bills would probably be more competitive, but
I just want that game to just get over with.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how I feel about that.
Absolutely. So, but hey, and then there were 8, man. We're down to the elite 8 in the NFL.
Yeah.
I will have some little, I'll post some shorts throughout the week discussing like the upcoming matchups, probably the coaching vacancies. I think one of the biggest hires that's on the market. Everybody's talking about these old retreads, these old,
You think it's McDonald?
Hardball. I think McDaniel.
McDaniels. I'm sorry.
McDaniel is the biggest coaching candidate.
Yeah.
Whether he goes to Philadelphia and they give him a big bag to be an offensive coordinator, or he gets a big bag to go to Cleveland and clean up the offense over there.
Mm-hmm.
I think his name should be attached to about 7 or 8 teams with sputtering offenses. You're talking about the Houston Texans. I said any team that has a great defense and a shitty offense should be hollering at McDaniel right now.
Okay, well, the Titans.
That's a bad.
Listen, they're interviewing Raheem Morris, from what I heard.
Rooney Rule.
Okay. Okay. And if Mike McDaniel was your number 1, I think Raheem Morris is a number 2.
And Mike McDaniel,
as far as a good hire.
And Mike McDaniels can do the Rooney Rule too, because he's like 3% black.
Oh wow. You stupid. Oh man.
But anyways, man, appreciate y'all for rocking with us.
We ain't got no motherfucking punk ass balloons today.
No sir. No
Shout
sir.
out to KP. So
Yes, indeed. Texans wouldn't mind getting rid of their OC and bringing Mike McDaniels back. Absolutely. Absolutely. Deal world. No balloons tonight.
yeah, no balloons, deal world. KP ain't in the building, so them shits is out of here.
Yes, indeed. We shall be back. We'll be back this weekend. We'll be posting shorts throughout the week. Check out the shorts. Please like. You know what I mean? Tell somebody to subscribe. Fuck with us.
Yeah, y'all
Appreciate
saw
y'all
the
for rocking
title.
with us.
If you like the show, please subscribe, man.
Oh yeah, and then also, damn, Running the Wing. Running the Wing is our little flip channel. Our basketball channel. Running the Wing, Running the Wing, Running the Wing. Please check that shit out if y'all get a chance and subscribe over there. We're trying to get the subscribers up on Running the Wing as well. So yeah.
But tell a friend, man. You know
Tell
what
a
I'm
friend
saying?
to tell a friend.
Look, Al said, I got y'all with the hand signal since KP ain't in. Look. Hey, Al, fuck them hand signals. You ain't get, and if you got some balloons, fuck them shits. We out of here.
Man. For sure.
All right, y'all. 2 P's in the bong. We out.
Peace.